I'm really thankful that they came on. Not that I'm not thankful for all of our hosts. I love you all. But this person is pretty busy, and I already fangirled her when I met her in real life. So the fact that she even still wants to talk to me is amazing. So, Sam, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your costume. And again, thank you for taking time to be with us today.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining today. We will be watching the Ghouls for Games watch along. Sorry for starting a little bit late, but I am very excited to see this. So let's watch it together, okay? Thank you. Also, yes, cool new outfit.
Village Series 2, where we interview and throw a spotlight on developers, people who make our games. And it's a nice, happy, cozy chat celebrating the person I'm interviewing. That's wonderful. If you're wondering why the low effort, look, this isn't a background. I'm really here. Look, my hand can go through. I'm on a Spanish island just off the west coast of Africa. It's very cool. Just in case you're wondering what this is, Happy Home Paradise, the DLC from Animal Crossing New Horizons. If we go into character, it's me. It's my tune, Sam. It's me. This is the haircut I've put on her. This is the little makeup I've done for her.
Cute.
It's all real. I've spent about 10 minutes with the villagers doing some interior design, and now I deserve a very long rest. I've got my vacation juice. I'm feeling fully in character. I'm going to get that Tom Nook.
We all need a little vacation juice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any vacation juice, but after this, I will be having some vacation juice.
Everybody's outfits are so nice. I really love them. Jess's outfit
Thank
is
you
so
again,
pretty.
Destiny.
Yeah. So, before we get into the rest of the showcase, I know you guys have noticed that we are also joined by another amazing host. I'm very happy that she came on because she was talking about how much of a headache she had before she jumped on. So I'm going to throw it to Mackenzie and let her tell us a little bit about her costume and herself.
Thank you so much, Destiny. Yeah, I woke up this morning, my head was just killing me, so I don't know what that's about.
I don't know why, but this reminds me we should get back to
be
Killer
here
Frequency.
My name's Mackenzie. Some of you might know me as Nerder She Wrote. I work with indie games, and my costume is, I don't know if you can see through my microphone here, but I am a Crystal Lake camp counselor. If you guys watch Friday the 13th, that is my favorite spooky movie around the season, mostly because it's absolutely not spooky and it's so hilarious. Just like the 80s.
That's something I thought about
horror.
watching on the channel too.
Particularly Friday the 13th 3 in 3D is amazing.
Okay.
In 3D. Or Friday the 13th Jason Takes Manhattan. I believe it's number 8 in the series. Absolutely amazing.
Number 8.
Oh yeah, and it goes on beyond there, but that movie in particular is amazing. It's about like 90 minutes not in Manhattan, and like the last 10 he finally gets there. So I highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for a movie this spooky season, please watch.
At least he makes it there. You know?
Yeah.
And that's all we can ask. We're all just trying, even Jason.
Even him.
I think that's the way to make a movie, though, right? Like, say it's in one place and only spend like 10 minutes there because the cost of filming there was probably crazy. Right. So, like, yeah, just have him walk down the street, you know.
Oh, and boy, does he. But thank you for having me here. I'm excited to check out these indies today.
I mean, we had to have you here. I mean, classic horror movie. I don't watch horror movies, and I can tell you when I was little and any of that stuff came on, I was scared to death and had nightmares for days. So hearing somebody be like, yeah, it's not even scary, I was like, I don't know, because I was mad scared. But I'd like to welcome back someone who is very dear to my heart, who's been on the showcase a couple of times. Even though she's always coming at me about snacks because she does not think ahead and prepare her own. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Hey, Christine, did you bring the water?
I have the water. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I have the water.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're dressed as.
Hi, I'm Christine.
Sorry about that.
resident
Hello,
global
thank
dominator
you.
in action. Okay.
Welcome.
Well, I should make sure I make that clear. I mean, like in entertainment, gaming, hosting, things like that. Okay. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, let me make sure I clear that up. But yes, I advocate for content creators. I advocate for mental health. I've been in the industry in the content creation realm for 10 years this year. I am elated to be here again. Every time you're like, hey, Christine, come back, I'm like, yes. Okay. She hasn't kicked me out yet. Okay.
I was really happy
As
when
far
they
as
accepted
scary
me
movies
coming
go,
back.
I did a streamathon where I watched like 7+ horror movies, and I was good, but Smile 2 broke me. Okay. Oh yeah, it was a mess. Okay. We call that the movie that shan't be named in my chat now. We don't, it took a lot of bravery to say it just now.
to not be
And
able to
that's the
hear
last time I'm
them.
gonna say that name of that movie. But yes, I also, like Destiny, can't do scary movies. I think I've done it, and now it box checked, and now my audience can't ask me for any for the rest of the year. Maybe 2 years. Okay. But for my costume, I am dressed as the mascot on my shirt, which is
Whoa.
Sneaker Lovers brand, female gaming black-owned brand, like t-shirt company. Well, it's a fashion brand. And when I pulled out the shirt, I was like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. So I tried to do the face. So I apologize, Luby, if I got it wrong, but I tried my best. Okay, I don't do this regular, but I tried. Okay, I tried.
You know what? I think you did a good job. I think you did. After
I think
seeing
so
the shirt
too.
Reference, I was like, oh my god, that's exactly.
Do I look
yeah.
different?
So you did. Yeah,
10 out
you
of
did a
10.
good job.
Well,
like the smile and everything, you did a good job.
We'll have to discuss
But,
that later.
I knew I didn't tell anybody what my costume was, and that's because, like, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna go as the sun goddess, and then I was like, but my background says evil queen, so I just did a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Like maybe. Like I'm a sun goddess, but I'm also like upset because like I don't know, the moon's been causing drama. Who knows? Who knows? We won't get into it.
I like that more.
See,
there you go.
See? There we go. Another game. Somebody don't steal that. We are all gonna make the game, and Anna's gonna voice the moon goddess who's causing drama. It's gonna be amazing.
Can I just flex ever so slightly?
Yeah.
I saw the substance on the plane and I fell asleep to it, and it was the best sleep I had in my life. And
what?
in
The
the morning,
substance?
I was woken up with a bacon roll with ketchup, which I kind of regret if you think about the ending. For the
That
substance.
movie's
I did it, I
crazy.
wasn't sick. And I really enjoyed the film. I thought the body horror was a great extension of the inner turmoil of the main character. Goodbye.
Wow.
I saw Hellraiser when I was 8. It's just, this is me.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I
Animal
couldn't-
Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Shout out to the after the tagline, Animal Crossing.
This is perfect though, because what we have up next.
Do you like
what we're
horse?
gonna be showing
Silent
you-
Hill? Does that count, or does that not count?
Crossing coziness going
A
on.
horror
But you
movie.
also
Sorry,
have
I
some
thought you said
downright
horror
horrific
series.
Things that have come
yes, a
from these
few.
amazingly talented creators.
The Silent
So,
Hill
with that being said,
movie was okay.
Also donate.
I
to
didn't
these
hate it
things.
as much as
Okay,
the rest
now
of the
for real,
world
with
did.
that being said, let's jump into these developer spotlights and make sure you have the
horror
lights
movie
on.
series.
You're about to be
Not like series per se. I feel like by the time horror movies become series, I don't like them that much by then. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Andrea Roberts, co-founder and game designer for Wonderbelly Games. We like to follow our bellies to find the most flavorfully cheeky strategic games, and right now
That
we're
art's
cooking
so
up something
cute.
fresh. Arcane Eats, a roguelike deck builder with a delicious twist. In Arcane Eats, you build a cuisine-themed deck of cards, cook up stacks of magical combos on enchanted cooktops, and serve fantastical meals to hordes of hungry customers.
But if I had to pick a horror movie
You
I
could
like,
deck around heavy-hitting hippogriff burgers,
I like
or a
White.
chilling menu
It's a
of
K
elemental
movie.
curries, or the rawest seafood in the realm. But after a tough night of being cursed up by customers, you may find yourself drawn to experiment with some of the more dangerous flavors. Sample strange ingredients.
I'm paying
like spicy
attention.
black abyss pepper or the haunted bacon of the damned. Use those ghosts to your advantage and cook up some undying soul food. Hire up a rowdy crew of kitchen staff to help you shake off the stress of running a restaurant and keep your combos flowing. You may even be tempted to open the forbidden Gastronomicon and see what kind of molecular mutations you might dream up. Every run is a new restaurant, and all of these are appetizing strategies. I wanted to make this game because I'm a big foodie, and I've always felt like there's a type of cooking experience that I want to play but hasn't been explored much in games. Following a recipe is great, but the kind of cooking I love most happens when you improvise with the ingredients you have at hand and experiment to find new taste combos. Cooking like that is exciting and risky, and it's a lot like a roguelike deck builder. In Arcane Eats, I want you to figure out how to bring together the best flavors for your playstyle. No recipes required. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much to Dames for Games for all that you do. If Arcane Eats sounds like something you'd like to sink your teeth into, please wishlist now on Steam. And if you'd like a taste test, join our newsletter and our Discord for an invite to our upcoming demo.
That's so fun! I loved that! Ooh, we should try the demo sometime. Movies.
From the very first
I can't think
moment,
of any horror movies
you
right
step
now.
into a dark and beautiful world full of challenges, symbols, and hidden meaning.
Does
Hello,
Collateral
everyone.
count?
Welcome to Ayasa Shadows of Silence, a journey into a
No, that's
world
more of a
where
thriller, right?
mystery, horror, and puzzles intertwine in an incredible way. Picture yourself exploring 6 distinct worlds: faith, hope, love, greed, indifference, and betrayal, each with its own wonders and challenges. In this game, you'll embark on a quest to restore balance to a troubled world. Inspired by the imaginative works of artists like Tim Burton, Robert Zemeckis, René Laloux, and many more,
Camera
our
the
game
Taro,
blends dark
please.
fantasy with simple elegance, transforming every
That's a
level into
thriller?
a vibrant
Okay.
story waiting to be uncovered. Prepare for gameplay that's both challenging and rewarding. Utilize special abilities such as time management, invisibility, and energy control.
Maybe
to
I'm a
solve
big
intricate
baby. I
puzzles
can't think of
and
any
outsmart
movies. We should
lurking
watch some
dangers.
horror movies on the channel
Discover
together.
hidden paths using a light and strategically
The
navigate
Thing?
shadows to overcome
The Thing's really
obstacles in
good.
your
Is
path.
that a horror movie?
Ayasa Shadows of Silence is more than just a game. It's an emotional adventure. As you explore, you'll uncover secrets, meet unforgettable characters, and think deeply about big ideas. Your choices will shape the story, revealing surprises and new journeys at every turn. In the world where every shadow hides a secret waiting to be uncovered and every light illuminates a new path forward, the fate of Ayasa rests in your hands, where each decision leads to new discoveries and adventures.
The soundtrack is deeply inspired by Armenian composer Komitas. His music balances darkness and light, the exact tension our world lives in. The score carries every emotion and makes the atmosphere breathe.
From lighting to music, every level's atmosphere and narrative turned gameplay into storytelling. So you don't just watch the story, you play it.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope it resonates.
This looks cool
Your
too.
feedback keeps us connected to everyone who believes in Ayasa, Shadows of Silence.
So many games, and the Dames for Games network has been so
Thank you
neat.
to the Dames for Games October Showcase Festival for featuring our game. We're honored to share this journey with you.
Ooh, this art style's
Hi,
cute.
everyone. We're Lucy, Clara, and Julius behind the camera. And together we are Mux Games, the indie team behind Frida is Changing. Frida is Changing is a spooky point-and-click adventure. You play as Frida, a 14-year-old who's furious and determined to find out what happened to her missing sister.
Oh
The whole
no!
village is full of strange glances and locked doors, and nobody really wants to talk. So you'll be
You can
sneaking
handle
into
collateral, so it
conversations,
doesn't count as
stealing
horror?
puzzles,
What?
and piecing together the messy past that
Is that
everyone
how that
hopes will
works?
stay buried. And all the while, time is running out. The next full moon is getting closer. This game is very personal to me. Creating the story and Frida as a character feels powerful because I can finally create the female lead I've always wanted. A girl who is allowed to be angry, even though society often discourages women from showing anger or voicing their opinions.
Frida is Changing is a story-driven game, so we have a lot of interesting
Sorry, it
characters
keeps
and
like
witty
popping in and
dialogues.
out. I'm
But we
trying to
didn't just
figure out
want to
what's
have
wrong
those
with
little
that.
boxes at the bottom of the screen.
There we go.
We're all
I should be good
struggling with
now.
our attention spans, and we knew we needed something maybe a little more engaging. So dialogue fills the whole screen, comic book style. Characters shift their poses, speech bubbles change shape and size with emotion, and little emoticons pop up when things get heated. When you choose what to say, you don't just click a button, you press and hold big animated arrows shaped like emotions. Every choice changes how people treat you and where the story goes. Since we have dozens of dialogues, I built a custom tool for this. Our branching dialogue is written in Excel, then converted into data that the tool turns into full scenes with a click of a
That's
button.
crazy. That's
with
so
all the
cool.
bubbles, expressions, and choices already in place. That way we can focus on making conversations feel alive without spending months placing every speech bubble by hand.
Frida is changing is spooky, strange, and very close to our hearts.
As
That's
women
so
making
creative
games, it means a lot
and
to us
smart.
to bring these kinds of stories to Steam.
If you love mysteries, monsters, and maybe a little righteous rage,
please wishlist Frida is changing. It really helps us out. Thanks for watching.
And happy Halloween!
Oh, we gotta check that out too.
Hi everyone, my name is Xinyi Huang. I'm a costume designer,
Chocolate banana
illustrator,
Fanta.
and theater director from Shanghai. I'm also the primary illustrator and character designer for Psyche and Fuse. Psyche and Fuse is a brand new RPG horror adventure game which follows in the footsteps of classics like Ip, Humaniki, and
You
The Cooking Man.
have just called
The
out
players
my
wander
favorite
across with
RPG
enlightening
horror
worlds
games.
and their past selves in an interdimensional adventure into the deepest depths of the mind.
You're gonna call
Explore
out
unique
Eve
worlds filled with threats
and Yume
puzzles,
Nikki?
and
Okay.
horror, and unravel the mystery behind 2.5 gods at war.
I was also gonna
My
say
role in
it
the
looks a
team
little bit like
primarily
a certain
consists
game
of
that
designing
people
all of
don't
our
like, but
wonderful
I like.
characters, drawing cutscene graphics, and creating the little map sprites which fill up our world. I'm passionate about creating
art
characters
direction
that
is
don't
so
stick
cool.
to traditional gender norms. I like focusing on clear shapes and strong personalities, rather than adding lots of detail. I'm also very interested in developing my own visual style, and I enjoy challenging trends.
You
so
say
my
that,
work
but
feels more
your art
honest and
is very
personal.
detailed.
I also work closely alongside fellow Dame
It's very
Rolling,
beautiful.
our environment illustrator, to help create the creepy and uncanny worlds in our game. Rolly and I are both newcomers to the games industry, as our professional backgrounds lie predominantly in theater. As a result, the project has had many first times and has been a real learning experience for the team and I. Don't forget to wishlist and follow to
Psyche
stay up to date.
infused. Oh, there's a
as we'll
demo?
soon
We gotta
be
play that
announcing our
too.
official release date. Thank you to the Dames for Games team for having us, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Ooh. Psyche infused. Whoa. Void Martyrs.
Hi, I'm Marta, lead programmer of Mac and Cheese Games. I'm part of the team behind Void Martyrs, and my job is to make sure that the game feels as terrifying
Oh
as
my
it looks.
gosh. Whoa.
We're really excited to be part of the Games for Games showcase. I think it's so important that women's voices in games are visible in spaces like this. And my work on Void Martyrs focuses on building the
looks like
mechanics that keep
Signalis.
players on edge. As a programmer, I spend my time turning
I have
wild
to finish
ideas into
Signalis.
working systems. I'm the one making sure that the code behind Void Martyrs works. Most of the time. Void Martyrs is a grimdark survival horror where you play as a novice nun in space. The
Oh.
game blends tense exploration, resource management, and combat in a handcrafted story.
What a wild
At
premise.
its core, Void Martyrs is about balancing faith and survival in a hostile, collapsing world. One moment you're scavenging for resources, next you're fighting for your life against twisted enemies. The fake system changes how you play. Whether you're insanely or cursed affects the tools that you craft and the choices that you make. Every decision matters, from conserving resources to deciding when to fight or when to flee. We drew
Ooh, I
inspiration
like
from games like
Alien.
Backseat and Signalis, but gave it our
Alien
own
is so cool.
Void Martyrs is built to feel tense, atmospheric, and story-driven. It's been both challenging and fun to bring this strange mix of survival horror and space nuns to life. Thanks for watching. Please wishlist Void Martyrs on Steam. It really helps us share the game with more players.
Yeah, let's check that out. That's so cool. Wow. Man, all these games are so... Oh, okay. We have to wish list on Steam, guys, or something bad might happen. You have to wish list on Steam. Oh. Oh.
Hi everyone, my name is Laura. I'm from Lunaby.
Laura,
and
you
I'm
scared me.
one of the developers of You Can't Scare Me.
Well, you definitely
You
can.
Can't Scare Me is a really unique multiplayer VR game where you're split into two teams, the Haunters and the Haunted. The Haunters have to scare the haunted and make them scream. And if the VR headset's audio detects a scream, the Haunters get a point.
Oh.
Haunters have the ability to turn invisible, and they can use scary costumes and traps to really give the haunted player a good scare. It's an unusual concept for a game, but it's a lot of fun to play.
It's
Kinda
like a
scary hide and seek.
digital
There
horror
are 5 of us
house.
that worked on the game, and my role was designer and team lead. I did a lot of the administrative stuff. I got the team together, did lots of paperwork, lots of organizing and planning, and then I helped design the actual game itself. I laid out all the levels, and also I worked on some of the 3D models. The inspiration behind our game was horror movies. We created 8 classic spooky locations for players to explore and hide in, like a creepy hospital, a cabin out in the woods.
Wait, he's
an
cool
eerie
looking
liminal
though. Did you
space,
see his...
And our favorite, a haunted theme park. The
Did you
traps
see
and
his
costumes are
towel?
really fun, too.
Not his
You can
towel.
set them for
His
other
tie.
players to encounter, and there's tons of different traps, like swarming bugs, flying knives, monsters that chase you, and more. You Can't Scare Me is available now on Meta, and soon on Steam for PC VR players. The Steam page is up now, so you can go ahead and give it a wish list. Thank you so
VR
much for
games would be
watching,
fun
and
to play together.
have a spooky day! Ha 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 ha!
And we're back. I'm not gonna say that I was scared through any of that. I found it thoroughly.
I was quite scared.
entertaining. I even kept the lights off. I didn't need to go under my blanket. I'm good. I'm good. It was a good time. But
So
you
much
know what?
braver than I am. I got
little
actually
biased.
scared by
feel
Laura
like
there.
I can't say exactly like what game I like. I try not to do that because I love all the games because I'm the person who went through and like helped select them. So I'm gonna let you guys tell me what you thought overall about these spotlights that we showed first. So I'm gonna throw it to Sam. Sam, what did you think about the spotlights?
You can't make me choose a favourite. I refuse to. what I'd like to say, to imagine this will keep coming up, is what a great variety of both games and people that make them that we've just seen. And it's so much of it is
I know,
very,
every game's so different.
beginnings, teasers. I'm really excited to see more what they can do. So haha, I'm going to hand over this monkey's paw to you, Mackenzie.
It's a
Congratulations.
Trap. It's a trap. They're all my favorite.
Oh, that's
no,
cheating.
Some of them are a little scarier than others, and that's okay.
Somebody's got to pick a favorite.
I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. Shadows of Silence, that one looks like the bomb.com. And Arcane Eats, it's like cute spooky, which I also appreciate. So it's like both spectrums. But I like that each of them bring a different energy of spookiness. Because my tolerance, day to day changes. Some days
Me
I'm a
too.
little stressed out, and I need something a little cuter.
That's why we could play Silent Hill on certain days, and other days I can't.
I have enough stress in my life. Sometimes too scary is too much, but on other days I crave it. And
Hard
there's some good ones
agree.
here.
Oh my god, a ghost just popped out in the
Christine, what about
corner.
you?
So I also agree. I feel like Ayasa, Shadows of Silence. I was like, let me make sure I try to say that right too. Hopefully one of us is getting it. I hope so. That one I thought looked really, really cool because it looks like the baby of like Little Nightmares and Journey, because it was like the creepy, miniature person with these big monsters. But then it seemed like there were kind of picturesque moments where it kind of seemed serene a little bit. So, and me being like a scaredy cat, that's probably more of my speed, having moments to breathe and just look at the beauty. And then is it Psych X Fuse or Psych by Fuse? The artwork looked really, really good.
Yeah.
So that one looked really, really good.
No, Psych Fuse is really cool.
Okay, all right.
I
All
really
that-
like
all
the
that's
Changeling
fair.
one too. All these games look so good.
Especially like Sam's answer. That was a really good answer. I tried to trick you, but you got me. You got me. Before we jump into our special guest interview, You know what? I'm gonna throw it back to Christine because I feel like she has something to say that's very important about Dames for Games.
Yes, I do. So, the end of this month, the last 2 weeks of this month, we are going to be raising funds with this big, long streamer extravaganza. We have a lot of streamers that are partnering with us, which we are super excited about and grateful for, that will be doing charity streams for the last 2 weeks to help raise money to fund what we do, to spotlight all of the people that we do, all of the devs, including making the showcase, you know, and all the things that we do for the community and advocate for in the community. So if you want to continue to support us, definitely check out our socials so that way you can be up to date on when those streams are happening.
Cute. That was a good announcement. Woo! But no, seriously, we are raising funds, and we would
everybody, if you are
so
able to donate,
you guys, even if it's $1
and pay attention to their streams, please do.
Share what we're doing. We really appreciate that.
Sharing is more helpful than you think.
That we continue to work within this industry and represent all the incredible voices that are creating really dope stuff.
I'm not sure if we'll unfortunately be able to fundraise, but
I really
want everyone to be able to support them if you can, okay?
Next year, with all those
I definitely want to try out those games, and that would be really fun to do together.
Is the incredible Mary
We can see if we can raise some funds together. You dreamers are really good about taking care of things.
I think
together.
I think it might be Mackenzie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Incredible individual. And she decided to give some of her time so that we can interview her about all the dope things that she does at Twitch. I mean, I would tell you what she does, but she can do it better because she's the one who does it. So stay tuned, and we're going to take it back in time. I look completely different, but just think of it as a costume change. And enjoy the interview.
Special guest. Graphic design is so cute. The little cat
Hey
ghost.
everyone, welcome to our special guest interview. I'm super excited to be introducing Mary Kish, who's done a lot in the industry. And you may not know what she's done, but we're going to jump into it because she's kind of like, I don't know, your fairy godmother who's making magic happen behind the scenes.
Mary.
But before I jump into the interview, I'm going to let Mary introduce herself.
Everybody say
and
hi to
talk
Mary.
A little bit just kind of about like gaming and why she's got into it. And it's going to be a very chill conversation. I'm going to let Mary lead, and I'm going to try to talk less because I know I talk a lot when we're doing these interviews. And I want you guys to hear from this amazing individual. So Mary, tell us a little bit about how you got into gaming. Like, have you always liked to game?
Thank you so much for having me, Destiny. I have to just start like saying like I really appreciate being here and having the opportunity to speak to your wonderful audience. I have been a gamer my entire life, and I've been in the games industry for over a decade now, which is really incredible to say out loud. But I started humbly with my Sega Genesis. Playing Aladdin,
Aladdin,
Jurassic Park, and a lot of classics. This was back in the day when like movies all became games.
Well, yeah, they were all
bread and butter. Lion King, hello,
E.T.
one of the hardest games ever made.
Yes.
And so I really sharpened my skills as a kid, recognizing that gaming was very important to me, and I wanted to break into it. But it actually was my love and obsession for video production and editing that ended up being my foot into the industry. I loved editing, and that's kind of how I broke through.
No, that's really interesting because I think a lot of people, when they think about being in the game industry, their mind immediately goes to, I need to make a game.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the reason why we try to have different individuals and industry professionals to interview is to show that there are different ways that you can break into gaming. It doesn't necessarily be like, I have to develop a game. And I love that you took something that you love to do and you were able to get into an industry that you also loved. So can you tell us a little bit about maybe not your first job, but like your first foray into the actual gaming world with the skills that you learned?
Sure. So I've been dabbling in games for quite a long time, and I always thought of it as a hobby. I did do a game jam a long time ago, which I do recommend. I
really want to do a game jam.
One game jam and just like enjoy the process. But what I did was I made a documentary about that game jam for fun. I'm a video editor. That made more sense to me. And so while I enjoyed helping script and write the game jam, what I ended up doing was documenting the process, putting it up on a channel and saying, this is so fun, I want to do this more. And I made a humble indie game marketing company called Indie Vidi, where I basically said, listen, if you guys want, I'll help you make your first video game trailer for free, because I'm trying to cut my teeth. I'm trying to learn what I'm doing here. And I used these little pieces as stepping stones to build my name in the industry and showcase that I really wanted to help. I wanted to be involved. That also gave me my first look into what marketing, PR, community management would look like. And during all this process, I ended up making a bunch of different games for a bunch of game trailers for some wonderful games. And I compiled all this footage. Sometimes I would play the game, sometimes I would react to the game. Most of the time it's just footage. I got an opportunity to apply to GameSpot.com, which is a video game review website.
Yeah.
And I had all this footage and I said, here's a really good example of all of the different skills that I would offer. If I worked there, I can edit, I can produce, I can host. Here's 20 videos that I've cut, and they loved the game jam video, which is really good. They were like, oh, this is like documentary work. This is really fun. You should come by and interview. I ended up getting that job, and I was one of very few women who worked at GameSpot.com when it started. The person who hired me, I think she would be fine with me saying, her name was Neha Tawari, and she's always was looking for opportunities for other women in the industry and really championed other women. And so being hired by her was kind of life-changing and a huge game changer for me, to have this space where I could show my perspective and also my skill sets. Everyone else on the video editing team were boys, but I was really holding my own and was able to like review these games or edit reviews and start live streaming. What I found is that I love live streaming the most. Super fun,
me too.
crazy to be able to figure out what happens live and never know what's going to happen next. And I became addicted to live
For better or for worse this week, man.
Live streaming site for myself on Twitch, where I would stream for fun. And I would basically just stream games 100% just for me, because I wanted to be able to game, but I wanted it to be associated with my name and not the company.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's really smart because you're building your own brand, right?
Yes.
But I love the fact that you brought up that you got hired by a woman who wanted to champion other women in the space. That's so important. That's the reason. That's one of the main reasons why I do this showcase and I wanted to put this together, is because you want to be able to open doors for other female creatives. And that we have male allies that do that too, but like I feel like women really champion other women the best when it comes to like being like, you need to give this person a chance. They're incredible. Take a look at their work. So that's a really cool takeaway from this. And we didn't mention where Mary works, but Mary, can you tell the folks where you work?
Hello, Twitch people.
That love of streaming really did help propel the next part of my career. When an opportunity at Twitch came up to help run the company's live streams, because Twitch itself does stream on its own channel, I applied for that job, and I have been working for Twitch for 8 years.
Wow, 8 years.
My job has changed significantly since when I started 8 years ago. Back then, I was a video producer and showrunner for all of our live productions, E3, TwitchCon, you name it, which was really inspiring to me. But I met another amazing woman by the name of Erin, Aurelian, as she goes by online, and she was head of community, and she loved making community programs that would support people, all sorts of people, and she inspired me to change teams and work for her. And I had 3 amazing years with Erin. I adore her. She actually ended up going to Riot, and she runs all of their community at Riot now. She's such a champion.
Love that.
And yeah, I mean, like,
we've been getting into Riot games
she
too.
kinda set
That's
me
so
up for
cool.
Success. When she left, I ended up filling her giant shoes, which are impossible to fill, by the way. I've done my best, and now I am head of community at Twitch, which oversees many, many programs. So you may have seen some of this stuff at Twitch. Maybe you've interacted with it, maybe you've seen it, but I get to oversee so many incredible programs that support so many incredible streamers, and I still operate our production wing.
I've had such a good time meeting people who work for Twitch.
I said tack it on. I said I want more job.
She said I can handle it. I'm a
like
boss.
do things for Twitch.
This is
At
like a
PAX
bit of like an
East, we got to
overused
meet
meme at
fellow
this point, but
streamers and staff, and everybody
I
was
did
so
girl boss too
nice.
hard, and now I have like 6 different jobs, but I do love what I do, and so I don't mind. I am again
It's
thrilled
really
to
nice.
be surrounded by hardworking, talented
And it knows,
people.
it's nice that Mary,
who
being the head,
want to
is able to
watch other streamers grow
both
and the
support
game
that and
industry
foster
grow. Twitch is more than gaming. Like, it has a lot of different types of content. I do think that is important to state. You can see anything on Twitch, and I
Yeah.
always try and preface that. But in 2024, viewers watched 15.6 billion hours of gaming content. So like,
that's a lot.
Obviously the
Oh.
space to watch
Yeah.
game. And gaming companies know that. That's why prolific companies have Twitch channels where they stream their own games, or have marketing campaigns where they encourage influencers to stream their games. And that's why a lot of the review industry is moving towards streamers or influencer culture. So we're very ingrained into the gaming community. But you can also see food content. You can also see
Art.
IRL or just chatting. VTubers are exploding right now. There's just a whole world
It's us.
on Twitch.
She said us.
But gaming is what I always say is it's our bread and butter. It's just kind of like ingrained into our DNA. We couldn't do it without that. And
Hello.
although I've been
VTuber
working
mentioned.
there 8 years, I did start streaming on Twitch when it was originally Justin.tv, which is like ages ago.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it used to be
For
Dutch
people who don't know
Justin.
the lore, Justin was an actual person and founder of Twitch that was like essentially streaming his life. It was an IRL stream.
Yeah.
Of his house, his bedroom.
I know.
And
I used to watch
eventually what
overseas
they
content
recognized was that this
on
was a service.
Twitch
This
when
was
it
a
was
platform
Justin.
for other people, to anyone, to be able to stream what they wanted to
Yeah.
stream. And so it was rebranded to Twitch. And in the last 8 years that I've been there, it has really expanded to finding your people, finding your community, and hopefully either having a fulfilling hobby that you get to share with other people, or potentially, and often, a career opportunity for people who want to be able to make money sharing their passions with others online.
I love that. I love the fact that I don't think a long time ago, I'm not going to age myself. I mean, I have multiple times, but I don't think Twitch was such a phenomenon when it happened, and it's still growing. Like, it's crazy. And there are people who love games so much that they have like a regular 9 to 5, and they're like, no, but I got to get online tonight and I have to stream for about 4 hours. And it's not even that I have to, it's that like, I love playing games. I'm going to play them anyway, so why not stream and build a community? We have been so lucky to have streamers from Twitch come on and like help us raise funds, co-stream our showcases, and it's just been such kind of like a lovely and magical experience to see how dedicated all of these individuals are to their own communities and how their communities are dedicated to them.
That's you guys.
I would say publishers. If you're a publisher and you're out there listening, you need to have your own Twitch channel. You need to like work with these developers and build these communities, because I feel like that's what Twitch is. It is like this amalgamation of all these amazing communities of people who love. If you're looking for your tribe, stream, because you'll find it. And it doesn't matter what you stream. There's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, all I play is Stardew, or like I don't play really
people will
interesting
watch so
games.
much of Stardew.
I will be up at like 3 a.m. in the morning because I can't sleep. And if people are watching other people eat food, people will watch you play whatever you want to play.
It's true.
On a game. Or if you just want to do art,
people
or
just
whatever,
want to
like,
connect,
just like you were saying, going
but
back,
they
it
don't
doesn't
know
have
how
to be a game.
to.
It could be
And this
sketching,
is
it
a
could be
really
drawing, it
easy
could be
and
just
nice way to
talking.
do
The
so.
amount of people I
It makes you
see
feel less alone.
on just chatting, where people are just sitting there. Like, I think the other day
I was looking on Twitch, and it was Kai Sent, and he usually has like the biggest amount of people watching him, and it was just chatting.
Kai is incredible.
Yeah, but he was just like on a couch on his phone.
Yeah.
But on the side, all these people who love watching him, they're all a part of this huge community. They're still talking. It's still a place for people to meet, even if he's not directly interacting all the time. And I think that's really, really cool, because
I
don't
really
know
want
of
your
any other
dreamers to get to
place
know each other too.
that really has done it as well as Twitch has.
Our community is prolific. It is iconic. It is irreplaceable. We have like invented terminology. You will hear kids say, "Hey, chat," as they're hanging out with their friends. That is just kind of coined phrases from us being so ingrained in culture, not just gaming, but just in youth culture now. Kai, as you had mentioned earlier, coined the phrase Riz. Yeah. And this is like something that we hear people say all the time, but Kai said it. Like, he was the original inventor of these phrases that we're hearing people say. So it is really prolific and kind of just throughout. It's just ingrained in so many spaces now. We have 105 million average monthly visitors. And so when you're catering to a space of that magnitude, something that you said that's like really important to me is, how do you find your tribe? How do you find the people that you identify with? It doesn't always have to actually be the streamer. It could be the chat in that streamer's channel. Or maybe somebody in that chat DMs you and is like, "Oh my God, you actually should check out this club or this opportunity." And so a huge portion of my job has now become, how do I help like-minded people find their tribe? And I've spent the last 6 years, I think, really focusing on that. I do that in like 3 major ways right now, which is location. I'm a gamer and I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to find other gamers in Atlanta, Georgia. So we made a meetup program where you can find other gamers in your city, and you can actually meet with them at events that are sanctioned by Twitch, and you have to log in through your username. So if you behave badly, we can take action on your channel, which is cool.
Fair.
So that's
the right way to do it.
2, identity, which are the most important to me personally, and the ones that I think have been the most important just in the span of my career to see the value of it. So we've established guilds for Black creators, women, Latin and Hispanic, and we just recently launched our LGBTQIA+
Congratulations on all those. I remember talking a little bit about that and like how amazing. I've had some conversations.
The guilds
with,
are so cool.
Some of the people from the guilds, but like, it is the love they
were
have for
so
each other
nice
is
when we
very,
met them.
very strong, and it's
so strong.
It's wonderful how like they defend each other, how they're there for each other, because the world is a crazy place, and I think it's okay to have spaces where you find like-minded people, and like it's just those spaces for women, or just those spaces for them, because like they walk through life and experience different things, and like they want to find other people who can share those experiences, and that's very important to have those safe spaces. So I love that you've been able to create these guilds. I'm sorry I cut you off. I know
No, it's fine. The third one was interest. So clubs, or we both love charity, and then we like find each other through that, right? Or we're both like obsessed with Elden Ring. So that's the third one. But the second one is like where I've honed most of my skills in time, because they're very important, but they're also we have to be very delicate.
Yeah.
I can't just like, you can't just launch a Latin guild. You need to understand the nuances of that community and understand like what makes a space safe.
Yeah.
We have to be very careful with who we invite in. We have to be very careful with our rule sets and making sure people feel comfortable, supported, appreciated by the company. And I think a lot of that work is done by our guild leads. So a big shout out to the leaders who help make these guilds what it is. But I'm really happy and honored to say that Twitch does support these. These are financially supported guilds. So a guild leader does get paid for the work that they're doing.
That's great.
I do believe it is paid labor to run these programs and to support them and to make sure people feel good. So that's been a huge focus of ours, and we're really proud of them. And I'm
As
really
you should
excited
be.
about it.
As you should be.
It's
Because
awesome.
there's not a lot of spaces that are doing what you guys have done with the guilds, and I think that's really, really something that speaks to how Twitch is trying to make sure that their community is inclusive and as welcoming as it can be, while also recognizing that different people and different groups have different needs. So kudos to you for that. I love that you guys got that off the ground, and it's still growing.
So nice.
I
Again,
always hear such amazing
I've met
things
some
about
of
it.
these folks
But
in person,
we are getting close
and they're
to the
so
wrap-up.
kind.
Before we end, though, I know that there's an event that you guys throw that's absolutely bonkers. I have not been yet, but everybody I've talked to
I gotta
has
get
said
you to
it's
go.
amazing. I'm gonna go. I promise.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm gonna be there. But can you talk a little bit about TwitchCon and how amazing it is before we end the interview?
Sure. TwitchCon is chat IRL. It is absolutely a wild place that you actually kind of have to see to believe. And I know a lot of people who are like, oh, I've heard of it, but I haven't gone. And when they leave, they're like, I get it. I actually get how weird this place is and why it's so
like to go
important.
someday.
And you get to see the blood, sweat, and tears of mods who hug their streamers for the first time after modding for them for years, or club members, or people who are all obsessed with the same game, cozy game, like meeting each other and crying over it. Is a very special place. And I really do encourage everybody to consider going at some point in their careers. TwitchCon is twice a year. We usually have a
Twice? I
European
didn't know
one,
it was twice.
which has historically been in the Netherlands, but it can go into other countries. And in sorry, I've like totally lost myself. San Diego, of course, San Diego, and it's in San Diego.
San Diego.
We keep it there just because everybody loves it.
Yeah,
it's like
the
going
weather
on
is always
vacation.
amazing. Yeah,
and the burritos are spectacular.
Oh my
and
god, the
everybody
California burritos! I used to live there. I miss it so much.
You'll see a lot of our programs IRL. If you ever go to a TwitchCon, again, I do really encourage you to go, even if you're like, oh, I'm not a content creator. It's not just for content creators, although of course many content creators go.
Yeah.
It's also just for the community. You can go just because you love games and you want to meet other people from the chess community. You can go
The chess
if you're interested
community?
in maybe starting to stream, because we have an entire section called Creator Camp where you can learn how to be successful on your first stream. And if you are interested in meeting other women, other BIPOC people in the community, our guilds are there. We have our own space and we really throw down. And it is just a wonderful community of love, and I welcome you.
Thank you. Okay, so I think the really important thing that you said that stood out to me is that you do not have to be in the industry. You do not have to be a content creator to go and have this
You
incredible
could just go have fun.
experience. So if you can go, save up your money, save up your bits and your coins, try to go to San Diego or try to go to the one in Europe. I know I'm going to be trying to go next year. I'm saving up all of my tip money, couch change, whatever I can find, so I can go
San
and experience
Diego?
it, because
I've
heard
never
so many
been to
great
San
things about
Diego.
it,
Do
and
you
I
guys
really
want to
just-
go to San
I really
Diego
just
with
need
me?
to go, honestly.
I think that's a wonderful suggestion. I hope to see everybody there. And if you are really like, oh my God, I'd love to, but money, just like PAX, we do have an open call for content. If you submit content, like I want to do a panel and it's selected, you get a free ticket to
There
be
you
able to do your
go.
content. So that's a sneak peek, a little tip to make sure you can get that badge. You just have to pay attention to our call for content. You can do that by following our social channels.
Make sure you're following the social channels. And now, since we are at the end, if people want to keep up with you, Mary, and like what you're doing with Twitch, where should they follow? Where do they get that information?
Well, I am on most major social channels, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, under my name, but it's spelled MERRYKISH. So Mary Kish.
Oh, cute.
And I also stream every Monday, usually indie games. Sometimes they are cozy, sometimes they are horror, heads up, but it's usually supporting smaller niche games because that's where I got my start and I will love them forever. I'm a community manager. I am a manager. I am a woman in this space, but first and foremost, I'm a gamer. So you'll always see me play games.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Mary, thank you so much. It's been such a wonderful
These
conversation.
interviews are
and
so
an honor
fun.
To
We
talk
learned
to
so
you,
much.
especially because like I've been in the industry probably as long as you have, and I love that we're like probably around the same age. Again, I'm not going to date us, but when you were like Lion King and Aladdin, I was like, yeah, no, I remember.
I know, I was.
We all know what that means. Yeah.
Listen, imagination's
But,
around for quite some time.
No, really, this has been such a special moment on our showcase, and I literally, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I really feel like I bring the most amazing people to our showcase to talk about the industry and what they're doing. So everybody out there listening, if you want to get into content creation, just do it. Just post. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can perfect it later. And, you know, follow Mary, follow what Twitch is doing. They are trying their very best to make Twitch as welcoming as possible. There are like toxic people out there, but there are some amazing people out there too. So, Mary, thanks again for coming on and talking with us. And no, we will talk again. You always have a place here at Dames for Games if you ever want to jump on and talk about or play any games with us. And yeah. So guys,
thank you for having me. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
you're totally welcome. I always hate when I like cut people off because I get like, I'm like, oh my god, the time's running out. But you know, whatever. We can stay here forever. It doesn't. But guys, thank you so much. Mary, there's another Mary on the other end who's our producer. You guys never see her, but I like randomly shout her out sometimes. She's
amazing name though. Yeah,
I know, it's such a good
The
name.
two
I'm a little
Marys.
jealous. Should be the three Marys. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. We have much more to come, and I know I'm not in costume right now, but when I come back, I'm gonna magically be in costume again, and we will continue with our Halloween bash. So see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Shy, also known as Pink Fairy Blossom, and I'm so happy to welcome you
I love
into
your
this
hat.
edition of Dames for Games. Now we're celebrating an amazing lineup of women, femme-led games, artists, and creatives who are bringing so much heart into the creativity to the screen. Think of this showcase like a little garden stroll, just like here. Every game and creator is a new bloom, waiting for you to discover. Now, whether you're here to find just a new indie or just
I
something
want
with
your
good
hat.
vibes, you're right here where you belong. Let's grow into it together and kick off this showcase, guys. I know I will.
Trailer montage. Oh. Oh! Oh. A child. This is gnarly. Oh my goodness. Is it iPhone? Haunted bloodlines. Whoa. Welcome to Noirmont High. It's 2004. And everything is normal. That's good. Oh. The art direction's so cool. Maybe some missing people. But really, that's it. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Nintendo Switch.
I guess I found the entrance to the next level.
Good. Then you know where to go. However,
I was about to say something so dumb. I was about to be like, wow, all these games have been horror games. Of course they have.
before we continue our conversation.
Oh, he's a big rat. Kraylon.
But be careful, they are rats. Don't get too close to them.
Oh. spirit lift. Oh. Ooh, this looks fun. Like a deck building dungeon crawler? In like a Atrian Odyssey kind of situation? Demo! Ooh! There's so many demos we should try.
Open your eyes, Skylar. The sun is rising, and the crown calls.
Oh. Oh. This is very MSMT Atrian Odyssey. So funny, we moved on from like 8-bit and 16-bit games as the inspiration onto PS1 kind of design. Cool.
Hey everyone, I'm Chibi from the Golden Feather Tavern. We have been long-time enjoyers of indie games, and while we have primarily only covered one in particular, we are venturing into other indie games through interviews, podcasts, as well as cozy gameplay with tea or mead. You can find us at TGF Tavern on Twitch and YouTube. Now, those were some spine-chilling psychological thrillers, and I don't know about you, but Haunting Bloodlines and Craylon would definitely give me a fright. If you prefer something spooky or mysterious, but want to also be able to sleep at night, perhaps you'll like the upcoming games like Light Break, which is a fun rhythm puzzle game.
Ooh,
or
rhythm!
The psychological drama, The Bunker Notes, which has a few different ways that it could end.
Whoa.
Fight!
Oh! Cute! Get him! You're probably wondering what all this violent bug fighting is leading up to. It was always about crafting. Wish list, Roots of Fury. This is so cute. 1998, The Tall Keeper story. I'm sorry I didn't let you pass today. I made a vow to always support you, but I'm scared of what could happen if I did. Whoa. this aesthetic. It's like a police knots. Oh. Ooh. So much SMT today. That art style's cool. Today, I considered visiting Dasha, but I dismissed the thought. 6 months gone, erased from my mind as if they never happened. It's fortunate, in a way. Once again, I spent the day sitting by the entrance, staring out the reinforced windows, blast apart this metal and invade my sanctuary. Oh. Ooh. My gosh, all these games look so cool. What the heck? We need to try out these demos.
Hi everyone, I'm Fangirl Review, and I'm so excited to be part of this spooky edition of the Dames for Games showcase. It is filled with women and femme-led games, artists, developers, and so much more. And I don't know about you, but I've really enjoyed all the trailers so far. I am a cozy horror streamer, and what I've enjoyed is that each game has had its own unique style to this approach of horror, mystery, cozy. Listen, cozy and mystery and horror goes together. Trust me, okay? You've seen it, alright? So, please stay tuned. We have so much more for our next up developer spotlight.
What's fun about that is that there's so much cozy.
We just finished up the interview with Mary, Kish, and listen,
horror
I got
overlap.
told that I flubbed, and I said Mary Tish, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that. I was looking at a box of tissues when I'm saying her name because I was so scared that I like cried a little bit, and I didn't want y'all to see that. But it is Mary Kish, and Mary, I'm so sorry. You can't blame me. You can blame the box of tissues and all the scary games that we just saw in that trailer montage. But all right. I just want to say that interviewing Mary was incredible. Finding out all of the work that she does behind the scenes by leading the community there is so dope. And learning kind of like the history of the guilds and how they put those together, because you have like the Black Creators Guild, you have the LGBTQ, I think it's called Pride, right? Just Pride Guild. Just want to make sure. And then you have the Women's Guild, and it really creates this space where people can come together and feel safe, right? And I know a lot of people say, well, why do you have like a separate group for this or a separate group for that? And I'm going to ask you, why not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you have a separate group of friends and you have people that you feel comfortable with, and I think it's important that people can go to places
social
where they
groups
feel comfortable and not feel judged.
Fulfill different roles.
I love that Twitch is doing that, and here on them. Last week, I think it was, they just had their TwitchCon, and I just wanted to reiterate what Mary said. You do not have to be a content creator. You do not have to be a developer, anything like that to go. Like, you can be anybody and just go to TwitchCon and have a good time. And like, I think that's cool, because I don't consider myself a content creator, but I'd love to go hang out with content creators at TwitchCon. So next year, D4G is going to try to be there. We might just send a Christine, because like, I feel like that's kind of her level of expertise, and I might just trail along. But we also saw some amazing trailers, and I'm going to ask each of you to tell me one trailer that you thought was really cool. I'm sorry, Sam, you're gonna have to pick one. This is how we're doing it this time.
I was gonna pick all of them.
I'm not gonna pick
one. Pick about 5 of them.
Okay. Because I'm a huge hypocrite, so I'm not
Samantha
gonna pick
keeps
one.
cheating.
I don't want to pick something someone else.
You gotta pick one. I'll pick
that
in
means we're
the
doubling down on how amazing it was.
Digital Exorcist. There, I did it. I picked one.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, like, I feel a little ignorant about 1998 because it seems that it's based on some sort of real-world event, although we're not getting very much of the trailer. But what I loved, as we've established, was the cuteness and that Japanese anime style, and then that horror underneath it. That's my thing. So that's really stood out for me. That's the sort of thing I like to play. I like to be like have the rug pulled out from under me, tonally at least in this game.
Yeah, I think that's why I picked Digital Exorcist.
Events that 1980 refers to, or do you think that may be a more fictional thing?
This is the perfect time to say, and I'm gonna let Christine elaborate on this later, but there's a Steam event, and if you want to know more about the game, you should go wishlist it on Steam and read all the information on the Steam page, and then you'll know for sure. That's not to like throw Sam under the bus. Sam, you and I could talk about it later.
Oh no, I was expecting everyone to go, "You idiot! Didn't you know?"
No,
I was hoping to learn too. I was hoping to learn too. I was like, "Oh, okay."
It makes me want to learn more about the game.
History lessons. She does tell people to go to Steam and wishlist the game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We can have 2 tabs open.
There we go.
Hey, Mackenzie, it's your turn. What game did you like?
All of them. I love them all. They're perfect. They are actually all really cool. And each one's super unique. It's amazing that people can create from the same genre so many different iterations of it. But one that stood out to me was the Dropouts. I'm such a sucker for like those
I really like the Dropouts
that are set in like a weird Stranger Things type,
I was gonna say Stranger Things
setting, like the bicycle
or
kids with their backpacks.
Paper Girls.
And then this one is Choices Matter, which is I'm also a sucker for because it's so much replayability, I imagine. So that one, I'm like, gimme.
Okay, I'm like terrible at those because if I make the wrong choice, I have anxiety through the rest of the game. So
oh no!
That's how I play Baldur's Gate. Just letting you know, I saved a million.
I was gonna say, like, how did you get through that game?
No, you gotta let the game take you.
How many save game files do you have?
I thought, like, super random, guys. I know we're gonna go long on this, but I thought that my goal was to save Karlach. I was playing with 2 other people. Okay, they spent hours with me playing this game, and I did something in the game. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to save Karlach, and I was like, I'm done playing. And they were like, are you serious? Because it was my save. They're like, are you serious? I was like, if we can't figure out how to save her, we're not playing the game.
What? So, just play again later.
Yeah, they all started researching, and we did figure out how to save you. Because listen, the game just would not have been finished.
You have to finish the story.
Right.
That is why she is here.
Not Destiny. We don't talk about this publicly normally, but yeah, Mackenzie, I'm like you, a bit of nostalgia. It reminds me of Life is Strange as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same. It's very Life is Strange.
I'll shut up now. Thank you.
Christine, which one stood out to you?
Okay, so I took notes, okay, because there was like a few, all right? So Kralon, hopefully I'm saying that right, or Kralon, and Haunted Bloodlines, terrifying. They both look terrifying, okay? Terrifying, super scary. Dropouts, I do like, because I do agree, like the Life is Strange type of vibe. That's instantly what I felt. Like that and Firewatch, I think those are, seemed like kind of, like that type of vibe. And I like the teenage perspective, you know.
Me too.
And then plus we have locks on locks, okay? All right, the main character had locks, and then one of the side characters had locks. I was like, yes, I am here for it. And
representation.
Yes. So Roots of Fury was, cute Souls-like, which I thought was super cute. Kind of like the pixelated, not pixelated, but like the CG computer graphic. Like little character killing these these bugs to protect her.
No, that one was really cute.
That's what she was doing, which I thought was super cute. Bunker Notes, scary visual novel. Thank God it's coming out next year because it looks terrifying. And then the Tollkeeper story, like Sam was saying, it seems like it's really sad, but I was like, is this like real life? Like what happened? What's going on?
Yeah. I honestly think anything based on real life events can be super scary. Like even more scary sometimes than like a movie like Aliens, right? So I'm really glad that I picked all of these games to be in the showcase.
Nice job, Destiny. These are so
Just
cool.
kidding. It wasn't just me. We have a team of people who picked the games, but I think we got a really good selection of games, and we try to keep it. What's the word? We try to have like a nice like
Variety.
scale of 1 to 10 when it comes. Yeah, variety. That's the word. Variety of games. So, we're not done yet. And before
One
we
second,
go,
guys. I'll be right back.
Christine has a message she wants to tell you guys before we jump into the next segment of Spotlights. Go ahead, Christine.
Thanks, Des. Outside of not getting me snacks again, I would like to remind you that D4G, Dames for Games, is having a Steam event where you can see all of the lovely games that are all the variety of games that we have in the showcase. You can learn more about them. You can wish list. Some of them are out already, so you can start playing right now. So definitely check it out on Steam.
Thank you. Wish lists are important. They let Steam know that this game is
Yes,
something
always
that
wish
people
list
are looking
games.
forward to playing. And then when you wish list, we're hoping that those wish lists convert into sales. And if you love games, I would implore you to explore as many indie games as possible. It's not just AA and AAA. They are coming out with some major hitters this year. And the last few years, honestly. But that's enough of you guys hearing to me babble on. Let's hear some other people babble on as we roll into the next segment of Developer Spotlights.
There we go. I'm alive.
Hi everyone, I'm Begum from Taylor, and we've been working on Holy Shoot, and thank you for letting us be in the showcase as well. We really appreciate it. We're really happy about it. To tell you a bit about the game, Holy Shoot is a roguelike FPS that's super fast-paced.
The art direction in all these games is so good. What the heck?
We had a bunch of fun while working on it. We do hope that you'll have as much fun as we did while playing as well. It took us about 2 years to get the game to its stage that it is right now. And we have 3 women, including me, working in the company on key positions. I am the game designer for Holy Shoot and the product manager. I've been also working on level design and environments as well. The 2 wonderful women that we have in the studio are Betul, our concept artist and art lead, and Sude, who is doing all our animations by hand. We didn't use iKey animations in Unreal Engine yet, so she's kind of doing them all in Maya and then exporting them into Unreal Engine.
That's such hard work. Oh my gosh.
We're all huge fans of a couple of games, and we wanted to bring them together and make something unique.
This looks like
and make something
Borderlands and
absurdly
Doom had a baby.
We have a bunch of voice lines. We have this annoying but helpful fairy that you have to kind of put up with because she's helping you at the same time as she's roasting you. We also have like a procedural but room-based procedural level system. So yeah, thank you so much for selecting our game. Hope you like it. Take care. Bye.
Ooh, emblems.
Greetings from the void. I'm Tonic, artist and writer for Old Flower Games. Unfortunately, I'm doing something we're told never to do as indie developers. That's right. I'm making my dream game first. Our dream game is called Emblem's Sunless Vow, and it's a roguelite visual novel with quick turn-based combat. In the world of Emblems, your soul is your weapon, and this guy is your guide. You'll follow 3 lost adventurers as they attempt to escape the void using tiny maps, ancient demons, and the power of friendship, if they can stop arguing first. Our studio is made up of 2 people with a single dream: to create fun and heartfelt games filled with the things we cherish. We try hard to blend our niche passions with gameplay that still makes sense and looks attractive, but we're very interested in creating things that haven't been created before.
Ooh,
Our
the way
concept
that
for
dialogue
Emblems
is
was to
written, that's so
create a
cool.
condensed RPG that still delivers the classic trappings of the sprawling fantasy narrative, while removing the slowness usually associated with turn-based combat. We're also huge dorks who love a good mystery, subversive characters, and epic music, so we've done our best to fill it full of those things as well. As an artist, one of the things I've always wanted to include are animated character models. There are a lot of different ways these days that you can breathe life into
Life
visual
2D?
novel sprites, and I think it makes a really big impact to add that element of motion to the dialogue. This is Ikiru. my partner who does the coding and composing. Even though we have separate roles, both of us are really involved in all aspects of creation. There are no lanes. For Emblems, we want all kinds of folks to try it, so we worked hard to develop a gameplay that could be enjoyed by those who may want a less intense experience, while also having the depth for more complicated strategy. It was equally important for us to have queer main characters with meaningful relationships woven right alongside that complex gameplay. Many games will have one or the other, but we found very few that combine both, so we're hoping to help normalize that combination. Whether you thrive on tiny math, crave an engaging story with endearing characters, or just enjoy watching numbers go up, we hope you'll find something to love in our game.
What's tiny math? Cool. Qualia.
Hi, I'm the Qualia dev, and I am Intellica's #1 employee. Qualia is an interactive fiction game inspired by sad robots, Infocom, corporate dystopia, cats, and what it means to be human. There are 6 endings, over 20,000 words, over 300 possible unique playthroughs, and the weight of extreme existential dread. Not to mention, I created a 30-page employee manual in my DLC and made a 5-part ARG that still has not been solved. Intellica is the sort of dystopian tech company that has set up this exam. So 2 participants are going to be looking at a question and answering it, and you have to decide if their answers are either artificial or human. It was really, really important to me as I was writing these questions that none of the answers were right or wrong. It is all 100% perspective. I'm not going to go into it too much, but that's what Qualia is.
Interesting.
It's all about your unique experiences based on any of your senses. They're going to be unique to you specifically. So when we're judging these 2 participants based on their answers, we're not looking for right or wrong. We're looking for what feels the most human. I come from the film industry, so I kind of had to work backwards in this game. I knew that I was going to make a text game because I'm a writer, and it was something that I kind of learned as I was going, that when you are writing a game, bigger can actually mean taller, or I guess wider. I don't need to tell the entire story in one playthrough. With this type of branching narrative looping game, I can add more details and secrets in the different playthroughs. So as somebody goes through and they experience one ending, they can go back, play it again, get a completely different ending, and learn a lot more about the world that I created. It was really great to see that people loved that. There's really nothing like people being able to experience something that you've written and have it touch them so deeply. People told me that the game made them cry, which, you know, now that's gonna make me cry. Remember, when intelligence isn't enough, just think happy. You can play Qualia right now for free on Steam and itch. You can play it in your browser. You can play it on your phone. You could play it on the toilet. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Well, I'm excited. We should check that out too. There are too many good games in this showcase.
Hello, my name is Maestri, and I am the lead developer and art director of the game Heavy Morning.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm the game supervisor and marketing director of A Heavy Morning. So, A Heavy Morning is a short game about a girl battling with her own mind. Your goal is simple: get out of bed and get to work in time. However, you will encounter different struggles that will make simple tasks feel heavier and more challenging than usual, all being a reflection of the main character's delicate mental health.
Heavy Morning began as a small challenge that grew from my master's diploma and eventually became a true passion project of mine that I've been working on for the past couple of years. I have always been fascinated by the space where art, storytelling, and audience agency overlap, and by how giving someone the power to interact with a story can transform the whole experience that they have. Turning this concept into a video game with the interaction element felt like the perfect way to break down the barrier between art and its audience.
The game is 100% hand-drawn and traditionally animated, with an unconventional art style that imitates paintbrush textures and dull colors that, depending on the choices you make in the game, the colors will turn brighter or darker.
Our goal with the game was to create something that could be fun and visually pleasing, yet also serious in a way, heartfelt and deeply personal.
Fun?
I wanted it to be a game that not
That's
only
so
tells
heavy
the story,
for
but also
fun.
touches the player in a meaningful way.
Really hope you enjoy this experience. Thank you so much, Danes for Games, for giving us a spot here at your event. We're very happy, so please wishlist A Heavy Morning is coming out very, very soon. And yeah, see you. Bye.
Wow. I've been saying wow to so many of these games, but that's because so many of them are so cool.
Hi, my name is Christine with Letterlost, and I have a secret to tell you.
Oh, where is my mind? I'm Liv. I'm over at the main branch.
For the past year, I've been voice acting and running the social media for Letterlost, and I've been doing it all in character as Liv.
Oh.
Keep in mind what I told you, and you'll do just fine.
I may be talking to you today as Christine, but in most promotional material, you'll hear my voice as Liv. She apparently works over at the main branch and is your primary guide to your new permanent job at the post office. She's your benevolent boss and always wants the best for you, right?
And if it ever gets to be too much, just remember, it was your choices that led you here.
Oh.
We've had fun integrating Liv into the promotional materials, planting seeds of doubt about her trustworthiness, making you question her motives. Liv seems to want to bring new employees into the island of Carnum, and frankly, isn't that what marketing is too? It's been a match made in heaven.
That sounds
Ultimately,
cool
it's up to you to
too.
decide what your opinion of Liv is as you play the game.
No, she
But
seems
don't be
trustworthy.
surprised if she starts to form an opinion about you as well.
I trust
Hi,
her.
I'm Bailey Wagner, the 2D artist and one of the writers putting faces to the names of the people of Carnum Isle. Carnum is an ever-dismal place haunted by dark clouds and somber histories, and we wanted to make sure that was reflected in the art style. We decided to lean into a mishmash of the 1930s to 50s aesthetics, since those eras have a dystopic, saccharine feeling we could exploit. Before I draw a character, I have to write the character, which is most often informed by what Carnum itself needs. Doesn't every sad, rainy island need a jaded detective,
Yes.
an obnoxiously cheery mayor, and a kelpie lurking in the depths? We
A
really
kelpie?
want Carnum to feel like a living, breathing place with
Oh.
surprises at every turn. That lends itself to a diverse cast of colorful NPCs whose fates are shaped by your decisions. So at the end of the day, it's your choices that led you here.
You keep saying that. Bunny Tyranny?
Hi, I'm Isolde. I'm the creative director of the Pixel Rats, a two-people indie game studio. We are working on a stealthy platform adventure called Kyo Bunny Tyranny.
The lighting is so neat.
Kyo is a side-scrolling mix of platforming, stealth, adventure, puzzles, shooting, and cat petting, set in a neon-lit pixel world that is controlled by awfully evil rabbits. The game is a satire
Cyberpunk
about
bunnies.
modern society and surprises you with constantly changing gameplay, pole dancing foxes, and an overdose of style, attitude, and humor.
The soundtrack's cool.
Before this project, I had no experience with game creation or pixel art, but I taught myself pixel art using Sprite and pictures of Tokyo. My partner is an experienced developer, and he created their own game engine from scratch.
Oh my
We
gosh.
use our level editor to make
That's
the
so
levels
much
and
work.
cities. All our assets are 2D, but we wanted our pixel art to jump out of the screen as if it's 3D, and shadows that affect the gameplay. So we created a sculpting tool to generate normal maps and other data needed for dynamic lighting. This is my little work area, and as you can see, I'm a huge fan of Japanese anime, art, cute plushes, and all of this was a big inspiration for the game world. Side note, when I'm not working on Kyo, I'm usually pole dancing because that's my other favorite hobby.
Oh, heck
I had
yeah.
a lot of fun making the cats and the foxes do moves on the pole that I could only dream about doing myself. What I love most about making games is thinking about how people will feel when they
Good
play.
for them.
In making Kyo, I try to make it a journey for people where they never expect what's coming. You can try it for yourself.
Remnant Records. What's your name?
I'm Emily, co-founder and main developer of Noctiluca Studio. We're a two-person team and we released Remnant Records early last year. Remnant Records is a co-op horror investigation game. You've probably heard that one before. Here, you'll have to uncover what happened to the inhabitants of various haunted places.
Ooh.
Their story is not a simple backdrop. You'll have to piece it back
like a
together
more
in order
investigative
to free them, even if it's against their own
Phasmophobia?
wishes.
Oh.
There are 4 roles for you to play as, each with their abilities and skill trees. The crafty cartomancer can use cards to trap or trick the ghost. The ingenious electrician has a varied tool set to light her path, whatever the conditions.
Oh.
The medium has a deep connection to the dead.
This looks scary.
And the bodyguard is, well, a problem solver.
Good for him.
The elusive mannequin.
Oh.
The dimension.
Oh, I gotta make Raven play this with me.
The playful orphan. Many entities await you. And if you're to elude them, you better learn to think fast. Or run even faster.
I gotta make Raven play these with me.
Gather your friends right now and get Remnant Records on Steam. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh.
We're back. We are missing one person, but you know, they may or may not come back, and that's not because they don't want to be here. It's because we've scared them. Literally, like the last segment of Spotlights was just too intense, and so they needed a break. So, Sam, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to freak you out like that. I did kind of warn you that some of the stuff was scary, but yeah, Sam may be back once she calms down from the fear of like this entire showcase. But I'm gonna throw it to Mackenzie, and yes, I'm gonna ask you, Mackenzie, and no, you can't cheat. Which Spotlight, which game caught your interest?
I think for me, that Remnant Records.
Don't tell me what I can't do. No,
I'm gonna do what I wanted.
I'll do what I want. No, I love Letter Loss. Might be a little biased.
Yeah, Letter Loss is
I'm
cool.
working with the team, but it's kind of like a Paper Please meets Inscription, and it plays off as like
those are good.
Normal post office.
That's a good.
But very quickly you'll realize there's
way to get me interested.
much more going on.
I love
And
both
then if
those
I could
games.
pick a second one, Remnant Records looked really good too, and really spooky. Plus, it's multiplayer, so that one is like, let's get the gang together, let's go, let's all scream together.
I love me a good multiplayer game. Love
yes.
it. Hi, Christine. What about you?
Me, this I'm gonna do the opposite. The other ones I picked one. This one I'm gonna say all of them. I love the spotlight, the dev spotlights, because I love when we get insight and they talk about it. Because I love watching like interviews and stuff like that, and people talk about the projects they're working on and what inspires them about it and what they love, what they hope people will receive from it. So I will say all of them. I really love those. But before we move into the next thing, okay, actually going into the next thing,
Guys, we're doing this shimmy. Hold on, we're doing this shimmy because I talk too much and I need to know like when we need to stop, and so everybody's shimmying to let me know that I need to wrap it up. Okay, Christine, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'd like to introduce our next guest host, which is Krista from Wings, who will be introducing our star player segment, which I'm really, really excited about. Okay.
Yes, our star player segment is focused on all the. What am I telling you? I'm gonna let Krista tell you. Krista's really good at telling you what the star player segment is about. So, stay tuned, and yeah, we're gonna throw it to Krista. See you guys in a bit.
Hello everyone, I'm Krista, also known as It's Lulu on the internet. I've been working in the video games industry for a while, doing a handful of different fun things. Right now I'm a freelance community manager for a bunch of really cool games, and I also work for Wings, an incredible organization who invests in amazing games made by women and gender marginalized developers. But enough about me. Wow, we've been treated to so many amazing game trailers, and also the talent of all of these developers, truly inspiring. But now, it's time for the stars of the show. Our next segment celebrates the amazing individuals and organizations who make the video game space shine. let's take a look at some star players.
Hey, my name is Jamie, but I also go by Swiper on the internet, and I play through games,
Expedition.
gaming news, and
French.
discuss what should be next for the industry. Gaming is one of the ways that I connect with people, whether it's through multiplayer battles or co-op collaboration, especially when we're able to play together in person. Being able to see the look on someone's face when I win, whether it's on a team with them or I won by myself, it makes for some priceless memories. It's also a great way to connect with people virtually. Some of my favorite gaming memories happened while I was on stream. Gaming is also one of my favorite ways to experience storytelling. It's the ultimate way of like walking a mile in someone else's shoes and being able to live a life that's different from your own, at least most of the time. I also love to watch other people play games, especially decision-based games, because I think that's really how you get to know somebody. But in that same vein, I think that game stories can connect us all too, because we're all experiencing these same events, but it's how we react to those events and the decisions that we make that end up making our experiences unique.
Hi, hello. If you don't know me, I go by Evie. My pronouns are she, her. And this is my lovely familiar Lacey. She's the real star. I'm a cozy, chaotic variety streamer who's very queer, very neurospicy, and we talk about mental health quite a lot because I am a student therapist. I stream a variety of different games. It's kind of just whatever fits my fancy on the day. Gaming was always a bonding experience when I was younger. I have two older brothers. I would just sit and watch them play video games. That initial bonding and community that I got from gaming with my brothers has now transformed into this amazing community that I have here on Twitch. It's a space where people can escape their lives for a little bit. It's nice just being able to come home and sit down and load up whatever my current hyperfixation is, Infinity Nikki, and I just vibe and have a great time. Well, happy Halloween!
Thank you.
I'm KB, but you can call me Dun _. Find me across all social media. I'm your resident horror girly, both in watching horror movies and series and playing horror games, especially indie horror games. If you look on my YouTube and my Twitch, that's usually what you can find me playing. I'm a 37-year-old stay-at-home mom, and this is my dungeon. I
love
sit in
the
here
setup.
and I get
The
to
thing,
put
the thing.
myself in
It
the
was
shoes
foreshadowing.
of all these different amazing, horror characters and see how I would live this crazy situation out. It's probably my favorite aspect of playing any game, not just horror games.
Did you
but
guys notice
something I would
how
never
the
do in
layout
real life, I
inside
get to do
matches the
in
layout
this
we
chair
have?
in
Doesn't
this
that look so
room
cool?
and on video for my viewers.
Hello, stunners. I'm Rue, Jitteru, your sparkling diva of dating sims and Atome games. From indie treats to mainstream meals,
love
there's
both those
always enough
things.
drama to haunt your heart forever. Gaming has always been my comfort and connection. I played with my brother, my friends, my hubby, and now with all my dazzling stunners on stream. Romance games are my glittery stars when the sky is dark. Proof that magic, hope, and swoony feelings are out there. I discovered Atome games in 2024 and instantly became obsessed.
Oh,
I went through
welcome.
dozens of titles and endless
Ultimate games
bandos
are
like
lovely.
potato chips. And this summer, Jitteru content creator mode began. Your diva who hardly met a game she couldn't squee over. Why don't we simp together? I'll be right here. Jitteru on Twitch, YouTube, and more. Kinda everywhere. Well, that's all for now. Bye.
Bye.
Hello to all of the ghouls and ghosts out there. I'm Anise, also known as Authentically Anise on the internet. I am a Twitch streamer and cosplayer, and I exist almost entirely on the internet. If I'm not on the internet, I'm probably sleeping. I play a wide variety of games from cute and cozy to scary horror and some really hard games.
Everybody's outfits is so good.
Make fun of me, but that's fine because I also will make fun of me when I play those. I am very bad, so it's okay. I love gaming. It is
Don't
always
say
been
you're
kind of an
bad.
escape for me because I've always had a bit of a hard time making friends. So gaming, I can immerse myself into the game, and it has helped me make a lot of friends between finding people who play the same games as me and being like, hey, we should play together again, adding them on Steam, becoming friends that way, and through cosplaying. cosplaying is a huge way I've made friends, especially when I like to cosplay some niche games. So finding people who also cosplay the games and they become friends, and then we play together, and it's just, that's how I've met some of my most favorite people and some of my best friends. So I will be forever grateful to gaming for introducing me to almost all of my favorite people. I am so excited to find even more games to cosplay from during this showcase, and I'm so excited for you guys to all find such amazing games to play. There has to be at least one game that you like, so keep watching, and bye bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Ash Said Hi, and I am honored to be a part of the Star Player segment.
All those
here with Games for
plushies.
Games. My content creator journey has led me to playing many retro games on my channel. That's what I focus on. Retro games and indie
Me
games
too.
with a retro vibe. I love connecting with people through the joy of retro gaming, whether that's playing a classic game for the very first time and having people live vicariously through my experience, or playing a game that we know and love and reliving all of those things that we find joy in. Content creation is very personal to me. I get to express all the best parts of myself and share everything with my audience that I love, and I get to be myself on camera. So there's nothing better than connecting with an audience through genuine love and joy. I am also one of the leaders
I
for
love
the Twitch
all
Women's
these setups
Guild.
are so fun.
And the Twitch Unity Guild program is incredibly important to me. The Twitch Unity Guild program shows
Guild
creators
members.
that they belong in this space by creating a community where others can find people with like life experiences and
if
really
VTubers
show
are
the
okay.
world that we belong in this space. I love it. It highlights marginalized people and shows everyone in the world that content creation knows no boundaries. I'm also going to TwitchCon soon, and I love going to TwitchCon. One of my favorite things about going to TwitchCon is meeting people. I believe that the magic of Twitch is connecting with people on a human level, and going to TwitchCon, I'll be able to say hi to all of my friends, and we get to learn through panels, or we get to hang out and just have fun. It is one of my favorite times of year. Upcoming, I have a lot of cool things going on. I'll be hosting at DreamHack. I'll be doing a charity stream with Starlight Children's Foundation and many other awesome things. I've been big into building and doing puzzles and playing all kinds of cool retro games. So hopefully I can see you all soon on my Twitch channel or somewhere online or maybe at a convention. So until then, don't forget to tell your friends Ash said hi.
Everybody, Ash said hi.
Guys, we're back. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in for our Dance for Games, just kidding, Ghouls for Games showcase.
Thank you.
I want to thank Mackenzie. I want to thank Sam. She would be here, but Tom Nook, you know, you know Tom Nook. You know Tom Nook.
we know
So
Tom.
she went back to the island and she's working up some stuff. But
That
really
rascal.
appreciated Sam being here with us today, and I want to thank Christine. But before I let everybody roll out and like tell you what they're doing and where you can find them, I also want to take some time to thank our broadcast partners. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. With your help, we're able to reach larger communities and we're able to showcase these amazing developers. I also want to thank our sponsors. Thank you so much for your help with your donations, with the funds that you provide. We're able. I keep seeing people
if you
walk
can
behind you,
donate,
and it
please
keeps. It's like so quickly, Mackenzie. It's like a horror movie. It's kind of scary.
It's part of my spooky background, you know.
No, I love that. I love that because I'm like,
it's happened a few times. I'm like, I hope she knows that they're there. You know,
as long as we're not wearing
important.
Jason's mask, I think I'm okay.
No, you're good. You're good. I saw a dog, and anytime there's a pet, you're probably set. But
oddly enough, his
guys, I'm
name
sorry.
is Indy.
Oh. But I got thrown off because there's stuff happening in the background. But yeah, just a huge thank you to our community as well, and to the D4G team for everything that they do to help keep things going. It is volunteer
Everybody
based,
in this
and
community
we
has been
are
so
again
kind.
letting you guys know that we're raising
I really
funds. So
love
if you've been
talking to
watching the
them.
showcase, and you've seen a QR code pop up, that was a way to donate. But if you didn't catch
Yes,
that,
please consider
lucky for
donating.
you, the show's still going to be up, so you can rewind
If
and
you're
go find
capable
that
of
QR
doing
code
so,
and go donate.
please do. It
But
would be really
yeah,
nice.
It's the end. I'm hungry. I know Mary's hungry. She keeps telling me to wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, I'm going to throw it to Mackenzie. So Mackenzie can tell us where we can find her and all the goodies that she's gotten into.
Yeah, you can find me on all socials and on Discord under the name Nerder She Wrote, not murder.
Nerder.
And if you're a dev out there and you're looking for some marketing help, that's exactly what Nerder She Wrote does. I help you with your Steam page optimization, if you need trailers made, key art, if you need help getting into festivals, doing those applications, and your go-to-market plan, all that fun marketing stuff that most devs hate doing, but I love doing. So I'd love to work together with you, and if you're looking for help, just hit me up. Nerder She Wrote.
Hit her up.
That's
She's
really
a jack of all trades. Yeah, she's a jack of all trades. All right, Christine, tell everybody about your world domination plans and where they can find you if they want to join your crew.
To join, you can follow me at iChristine. That's AYCHRISTENE. My family's different, okay? Don't come for me. But yes, you can check out my gaming channel, iChristine Games, for lovely streams. Just did a 104-hour streamathon, so you can catch all of that on the gaming channel. I stream on every platform, so any platform that exists. No, I take that back. So YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, you can check me out there. And enjoy the stuff that I'm also doing with Dames for Games with the content creator program. So shout out to all of our creators that are partnering with us and helping raise money and be a part of the awesome things that are happening here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, and that's it. You can turn the lights on, go watch some cartoons.
I need to chill.
Make sure you go check out the Steam event. Go wishlist some games.
Yes, there's so many games I'd love to try out. We gotta try all those demos soon.
Something for everybody. And stay tuned for our next showcase. We will be coming back in March. We have some amazing plans. We're going to celebrate Women's Month in style with a few other people. So big thank you again to our community. And as I said at the beginning, make sure you're safe out there. Things are going crazy right now. You don't have to go outside and touch grass. You can stay inside and play video games if you want. I'm totally on board with that. But yeah, that's it. I guess we'll catch you in 2026.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Dames for Games, Ghouls for Games. It's so lovely. The broadcast booths are so fun, and everybody in the community is so kind. Thank you so much for having us. Please consider donating if you can. And we will check out those games. Right now, there's going to be a fundraising period for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try to make so if you're able to donate or you would like to donate with us, hopefully we end up having the time and we end up being able to take part. But if not, I'm so happy that we could work with the team to co-stream and share it all with you guys and watch it together. It's honestly such a lovely community, and it's such a lovely group of people that I genuinely can't describe how kind it is in the community there. So I'm very grateful. Thank you all, Dreamers, for joining, and thank you all for hanging out. And please check out Dames for Games' Steam event, and please check out their other pages like YouTube, Twitch, X, Twitter, and Blue Sky, okay? Thank you all so much. We'll see you guys later.